This is a tiny spy machine. It can sneak around filming you, or if it wants, it can explode. Yeah, you heard that right. I built this thing in my own room with just my hands, a few tools, and way too much free time. I started as a simple toy, but then I thought, what if I made it dangerous? Now it spies, it runs, it hides, and when I send it after my cat, he runs away like it is a ticking time bomb. You can play with it at home. Use it to sneak up on your pets and see what they are really doing, or just chase them around and watch them panic for a change. The crazy part, I built it all for just $50. So if you wanted to see how I made this creepy little machine, let's get into it. Okay guys, we need these tools. A breadboard. For a microcontroller we use ESP32 and L298N driver and camera module, or you can use ESP32 cap. And we need two armchairs. So to control it, I thought I could use the same system I use to move the Minecraft creeper. But the problem was I couldn't find a way to connect the microcontroller directly to my camera module. I figured I could link the microcontroller to the camera access point and control both the car and the camera that way, so I jumped in and started coding. After selecting microcontroller COM port, we need to install two libraries, which I'll show you. And after coding, here you can change the Wi-Fi name and password. We upload the code, and then it's really important to select the serial port from the tools menu and save the IP address. That's the one we'll use to control it with your phone. Alright, let's move on to wiring. This part doesn't need much explanation since everything is pretty straightforward. Let's go over what we did. We made a super simple frame using a 3D printer, cut a hole in the middle to fit the camera, and using a strong glue to fix the camera totally in place. After mounting the camera and putting the body together, our spy car is almost ready. Let's go and have some fun with it. On day 10, I first drilled a hole in the back of the part to make it easier to attach the camera. I also changed the camera position a bit to free up some space on the chassis. Then I fixed this wire tightly into the hole so it wouldn't move around. Next, I drew a cute little design on it to make it look more fun. I added a few rubber bands because the device's weight might cause the motor to tilt. Also, one of the motors got ruined because glue had gotten inside, so I replaced it completely. Alright, I think my car is ready to play with it. As you can see, it is still not moving properly. Even our little engine notic and is staring at it in confusion. So I opened the Arduino IDE again, went to the motor section, slightly reduced the power of the front left motor to fix the issue and upload code again. And now that our car's all fixed up, it's a spider. On day 13, we changed the camera position again because it was messing with the car's balance, and then we moved on the most extension part of the project, the explosion. Here's another part I made with a 3D printer that's called the explosion chamber. The idea was to make sure that when the blast happened, the car itself take as little damage as possible. On day 14, I realized the relay was unfortunately burned out, so I replaced it with a new one. We also glued the chamber onto the chassis and ran the wires underneath this section to make everything look cleaner. And now it's time to test the explosion button. As you can see, right after pressing it, the heating wire glow red, ready to trigger a blast. So now we got ourselves a remote control car, a spy machine, and even a vehicle that can explode in Home Alone style emergencies. And we want to test explode when someone come home. Let's do it.